Is this the end of language learning? I'm not sure. But this week I watched a creepy video that made me think that maybe AI is going to stop us from learning foreign languages. Check it out for yourself.
Hi, Camilla. Let me turn on speech translation. It's nice to finally talk to you.
Es bueno hablarte finalmente. No puedo esperar a alquilar tu casa.
Te vas a divertir mucho y creo que te va a encantar. You're gonna have a lot of fun and I think you're gonna love visiting the city.
It's pretty scary, isn't it? But impressive as well. You see, I'm a big advocate of using artificial intelligence. I use ChatGPT on a daily basis to help me teach my students, but also to be more productive in every aspect of life. Not only that, I also recommend that my students use ChatGPT to get some extra homework, to practice their speaking, and to check any new words and phrases that they've just learned. But this week, when I saw that video, I started fearing for my future and thinking that maybe robots are gonna finally take my job.
The house is in a very nice neighborhood and overlooks the mountains.
That sounds wonderful. Is the house
Eso
close
suena
to public
maravilloso.
transportation,
¿Es la
or
casa
would you
cercana al
recommend
transporte
renting a car?
público o recomiendas alquilar un coche?
Hay un autobús cerca, pero there's a bus nearby, but I would recommend renting a car so you can visit the nature and enjoy it.
That sounds great.
Eso suena genial.
As you can see in the video, using the new feature from Google Meet, you can have a conversation with someone from another language and it will directly, in real time, translate and interpret what the other person is saying. And it's not perfect, but it's very impressive. So, what do you think? It's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? For those of you who don't speak Spanish, let me tell you how it sounds. You see, the voice still sounds very robotic, and there are some minor mistakes and stuff that just doesn't sound very natural. It's like when you use Google Translate or DeepL, you know, it does a really good job of translating information, but there are certain nuances that are really difficult to express naturally and like a native speaker. For me, the scary part is how quickly all of this technology is evolving, because it feels like yesterday when ChatGPT was launched, and it's been like 3 years now. And if we see how far it's come during that period of time, it sends shivers down my spine, because I think about how quickly it can continue to develop and evolve, and the possibilities are endless. So that begs the question, am I out of a job? Will people still want to study languages? Personally, I have mixed feelings about all of this because, yes, I think it is vital to connect with people from around the world, and with this technology, you don't have a language barrier. So people from different countries and different cultures, different businesses can connect, get to know each other, they can separate their differences, and they can do business. So on the one hand, it's a win-win situation. And right now, this technology only really exists on video conferencing platforms like Google Meet. But I suppose that the next developments would be to have some kind of earphones or headphones that would allow you to translate in real time as well. So then you're not limited to just using this technology on a video call. You could use it when you're speaking to anyone in the real world. That said, on the other hand, I believe it's a bit sad because I think one of the beautiful aspects and the interesting parts of learning a language is the process of making mistakes, of going to class, of interacting with other people in their language, and, you know, trying to understand how different cultures and countries work. And if you have the possibility of real-time interpretation and translating, we're just getting lazier and lazier. And then this will prevent us from, understanding these subtleties and nuances and making mistakes and learning from our mistakes. It's a very rewarding process, and it sharpens your brain and broadens your horizons and opens up your mind, It's beautiful. But yeah, I can think of so many of my friends who don't like learning languages, who would think that this is amazing because now they don't have to waste time studying and practicing and trying to become fluent in a language. So yeah, I think the vast majority of people won't bother learning languages. Obviously, I'm not speaking for everyone, and I would be an exception, because language enthusiasts, like today, they still enjoy making the effort to learn a language and practice that language. They will want to go the extra mile and go above and beyond, and not rely on technology to do everything for you. Because, of course, nowadays we use technology for so many different things, but it can't replace everything, and it does remove a little bit of that human touch, let's say. Think about it. If everybody starts using this technology and nobody learns any languages, then when you are the exception, you become the odd one out. Then imagine how impressive it will be when you start speaking in another person's language without having to use technology. It'll make you special, I guess I'm an optimist. I see the glass half full. Fingers crossed! As an English language teacher, I've already seen in recent years how different applications and AI have revolutionized the industry, and many people do prefer to use technology. But I don't think that this speaks for everybody, of course. Plenty of students want to practice with a real person. They want to have a genuine interaction with someone, and they don't want to feel like they're always using their phone, their laptop, and scrolling up and down. They want a genuine conversation about something which will allow them to learn from their mistakes, to have interesting dialogues, and at the same time level up in English and become more confident and fluent. I don't think that AI can replace everything. It can be a fantastic assistant, and it can help us, and we can combine AI learning with real teacher learning. That, for me, is the best solution. But obviously, I'm biased. It's my job. So the important thing is for you to think about it. And let me know in the comments. Would you just rely on this translation tool, or just rely on learning with AI, or do you prefer a human touch? I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot, and see you next time. Bye bye!